Attention please. The disclaimer for the Price is Right pricing game recap for tonight will be omitted. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the fabulous Price is Right pricing game recap for Wednesday, the 24th of April, 2013, Day 3 of Big Money Week. And here are the pricing games that were played today. Lucky 7, Pay the Rent, Switch, Flip Flop, 5 price tags, and Most Expensive. Vita, who is originally from Poland but now lives in Michigan, where she watches people's heart monitors, in other words, she has a job in a hospital, was the first contestant. She played Lucky 7 for a chance to win a Chevrolet Camaro LS Coupe that had the Marvelous Manuela Arbelaez in the driver's seat. The first number in the price of the Camaro was 2. For the second number, Vita believed that it was 6. I felt that she was a little high on that choice, high in the number. And the second number was a 6 exactly! So she kept all $7. For the third number, she believed that it was 5. And the third number was a 1. Cost her $4. Ouch. For the fourth number, she believed that it was 7. And the fourth number was an 8. Cost her $1. So now she had $2, which meant she could not miss the last number by more than $1. She believed the fifth and final number was 5. So, if the last number was a 4, a 5 exactly, or a 6, she would win the car. I was thinking 4, so I was feeling she had a pretty good chance on winning this car. And when the fifth and final number appeared in the price of the Chevrolet Camaro LS Coupe, it read out as $26,180. Oh, what a shame. All right. Ani from Glendale, California, I'm sure. I don't know, it could be Glendale, Arizona, but more than likely she's from Glendale, California. She was the second contestant. She played Pay the Rent for a chance to win up to $100,000. Manuela was inside the house where she would place the grocery products on the TV and couch and stove, TV and bathtub, and the safe. And the Awesome Amber Lancaster modeled the grocery products as well as placing the one grocery product in the mailbox. Now, here are the grocery products Ani chose to be placed in the respective levels. First, for the mailbox, she chose the 14-count of caramel corn Quaker rice cakes. She went over to the grocery products to pick them out. For the next level, she chose the Dove Beauty Bar soap and the 8-ounce container of Kraft grated Parmesan cheese. For the next level, she chose the tube of Colgate Cavity Protection toothpaste and the 1.5 quart of Dreyer's mint chocolate chip ice cream, leaving in the safe an 8-count package of Duracell D-cell copper top batteries. Now, for $1,000, how much were those rice cakes? They were $2.49, so she had $1,000. Ani decided to go for $5,000. Price of the Dove Beauty Bar soap was $1.59. And the price of the Parmesan cheese from Kraft was $4.99. That was a total of $6.58. Ani had $5,000. She decided to go in for $10,000. The price of the Colgate Cavity Protection toothpaste, $2.79. The price of the Dreyer's Mint Chocolate Chip Ice Cream, $5.79, giving her a total of $8.58. And now, it all came down to the nitty-gritty, as they say. Either take the $10,000 that Ani won at this point, or go for $100,000. Ani decided to go for $100,000. Now, Drew asked Manuela how many batteries were inside that package from Duracell. Manuela confirmed that there were 8 D-cell batteries. Now, I have to say, I actually felt pretty good on Ani's choice going for $100,000. Though a little part of me felt that those batteries were probably going to be less than $8.58. But we're all hoping for the best here. Now, for $100,000, how much were the 8-count Duracell D-cell copper top batteries? They were... Now, I want to let you all know that in the history of Pay the Rent, only 2 contestants would have had $100,000, but they quit at $10,000. Now, for $100,000, how much were those Duracell D-cell copper top batteries? They were... Now, let me just point out that yesterday, $100,000 was up for grabs in Grand Game. Unfortunately, it was not won when the contestant missed the $10,000 grocery product, and she only won $1,000. Alright. For $100,000, the price of the Duracell D-cell copper top batteries, 8 of them, were... Pay the Rent first premiered on season 39, the very first show. And the contestant went all the way, but unfortunately lost at the $100,000 level. Alright. The price of the Duracell D-cell copper top batteries were... No. I don't want to read this out loud to you all. I really don't. This is such a big week we got going on. We failed at Punch a Bunch when the contestant didn't win $250,000 back on Monday for Earth Day. Yesterday, the contestant lost out on winning $100,000 in Grand Game. And today, Ani from Glendale, California, most likely, found out that the price of the Duracell D-cell copper top batteries, 8 of them, once again to be precise, were... $12.99! Honey won $100,000! $100,000! $100,000! She did it! She paid the rent! Yes! 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 Woo! 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 Thank God! We finally got a $100,000 winner in Pay the Rent! Oh my God! Arnie deserves a lot of gratitude! Woo-hoo! Yes! 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 Oh, love it! Love it! No doubt this will go down as one of the historic moments ever on The Price is Right! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Oh, man! I hate to say this, but I don't know how the rest, well, I did watch how the rest of today's show went, but it's really going to be hard to top this. No doubt. Wow. $100,000 won in Pay the Rent. About time. Wow. Oh my gosh. How exciting. Woo! Oh. Alright. I gotta go on with the recap. David, who we found out has 2 daughters who are high school referees. And I believe he too is a high school referee. He was the 3rd contestant. He played switch for a chance to win these 2 prizes. A Honda CRF-100F off-road lightweight motorcycle that has a 99cc air-cooled engine and smooth shifting 5-speed transmission modeled by Manuela, and a Kate Spade collection that includes a leather tote with matching peep toe pumps and a patented leather satchel with suede lace-up heels modeled by Amber. The motorcycle was priced at $1,448, and the Kate Spade accessory collection was priced at $2,880. David decided to switch the prices. Was feeling really good on this. So Manuela brought the price of $1,448 over to the Kate Spade accessories, and Amber brought the price of $2,880 over to the motorcycle. And when Amber and Manuela revealed the prices of the 2 prizes, it turned out that David was a winner, no doubt. He was right to switch those prices. He won both prizes, totaling $4,328. Nicely done from him, by him. Okay, Charles, an insurance salesman from Rocky Mount, North Carolina, was the 4th contestant. He played flip-flop for a chance to win a trip to Costa Rica. That includes a 5-night stay in a deluxe guest room at Peace Lodge, with a guided tour included, modeled by Amber. The wrong price was $6,425. Charles chose to flop, making the price $6,452 instead of flipping to make the price $4,625, and instead of flipping and flopping to make the price $4,652. I was feeling good on flop. So, when Drew revealed the actual retail price of the trip to Costa Rica by pressing the button, it was $6,452. Charles is on his way to Costa Rica. Dolly, no, it was not Dolly Parton or Dolly Martin, who is from Houston, Texas, who to me looks a little bit like WWE diva Alicia Fox, was the 5th contestant. She played 5 price tags for a chance to win a Kia Rio LX modeled by Amber. Manuela brought out the 5 price tags in the beginning of the game. Now, for the true or false portion of the game, Amber brought out first a Keurig Gourmet single cup brewer that Drew thought was a Star Wars laser shooter. Priced at $120, Dolly believed that was true. The way she gave her answer, Drew said that was going to be his new ringtone. And it was true. True. Okay, next, Manuela brought out a Road Pro rechargeable emergency system that includes an LED battery level indicator, charging indicators, and more. Priced at $59, Dolly believed that price was false. And it was true. Next, Amber brought out a Nostalgia Electrics cotton candy maker. Priced at $39, Dolly believed that price was false. And it was false. It was $50. And finally, Manuela brought out an 8-piece bamboo utensil set. Priced at $21, Dolly believed that price was false. And it was true. She blamed her mother for that because she told Dolly to say false. So Dolly won 2 picks, and Amber brought the 5 price tags back up on stage. For Dolly's first pick, she chose $16,960. Amber revealed that price tag to have the word no. So in Dolly's second and final pick, she chose $17,795. Didn't have a good feeling on that pick. And behind that price tag, Amber revealed the word no. The word win was behind $15,545, a very familiar price to say the least. And the other 2 car prices that were not the price of the car were $19,805 and $18,773. Lawrence from Minnesota was the 6th and final contestant. He played most expensive for a chance to win these 3 prizes. An Electrolux front-load washer that has an 18-minute wash cycle, and a dryer that has a luxury dry system for outstanding results, modeled by Amber. A Samsung 64-inch 3D HD TV that has voice navigation, gesture control, and face recognition with 2 pairs of glasses included, modeled by Manuela. And a ProForm treadmill that includes 16 built-in workouts and folds vertically for easy storage, modeled by the goofy George Gray, who was on that treadmill sideways. He's very funny. Lawrence believed that the washer and dryer was the most expensive prize. So, we will first go over to Manuela with the price of the HDTV. She revealed it to be $3,949. Oh boy. Next, George revealed the price of the treadmill, and it was $1,500. So now, if the washer and dryer was more than $3,949, and I hate to say it looks pretty doubtful, Lawrence would win all 3 prizes. And when Amber revealed the price of the washer and dryer, it was $22,498. Should have chose the HD TV. And now to the acknowledgments. And folks, these are the best acknowledgments I have ever gotten from the acknowledgement section team. Made up of Ben Mason Television and 9264 Shirt. And sometimes Sports Guy 528 and Old Irish Dragon and Gipperman supply me with acknowledgments. But tonight it's Ben Mason Television and 9264 Shirt. Let me get to... You know what? I'm going to get to 9264 Shirt's acknowledgments first. He says this. I have one thing to say about today's Pay the Rent. It's about friggin' time! Actually, I have one more thing. Hurry over to Party City and get lots of party favors, because we need a party like we need oxygen. As Lone Star sung, this is going to be a party heard around the world. The way Ani would celebrate with her $100,000. Oh, baby. Celebrate good times, as Kool and the Gang would sing. Yahoo! Alright, now I'm going to get to Ben Mason Television's acknowledgement. In his quotes, this is what he has to say. Do you realize that I've been waiting almost 3 years and 31 planes of Pay the Rent to see a $100,000 winner, and so has Canada and the US of A? This is the greatest episode of The Price is Right I've ever seen. Woohoo! Ani has won more in a pricing game than any other contestant ever on The Price is Right. Wow! W-O-W. But that might change before the week's over. Hey, you'll find out what happens then. For those of you playing the home game, Ani's won $124,017 in cash and prizes. And that makes her the second biggest daytime winner on The Price is Right. Had Ani bid $22,500 on her showcase, that record would have been broken. I'll tell you what she won in her showcase in a little bit. After 3 days, $106,500 has been won during Big Money Week. That's right! I added it up with my A-Crate calculator. Yeah! Hope you at home are DVRing these episodes, especially today's. This is one episode of The Price is Right you will never, ever forget. And The Price is Right after today, I think, will never be the same again. So folks, today we had 3 pricing games won. They were in Switch, Flip Flop. Oh, those are the 3rd and 4th pricing games. Oh, I'm missing one more. Pay the Rent! So, the MVPs of The Price is Right today are David, Charles, and, of course, Ani! And, not only did Ani become the first Price is Right winner of $100,000 playing Pay the Rent, she also won her showcase, which included a trip to Arizona. She will be flying to that state from Los Angeles to Flagstaff and then on to Sedona in a rental car to be exploring in the Red Rock Mountains. It includes a 6-night stay in the Hilton Sedona Resort and Spa, plus a 90-minute couples massage, modeled by Amber, and a Honda Civic LX, modeled by Manuela. Ani bid $22,120. The actual retail price was $22,618 for a difference of $498. A really great bid. But like Ben Mason Television noted, if she had bid $22,500, she would have won both showcases, as she would have been off by only $118. But hey, simply put, Ani did not have a bad day today. Once again, her total in cash and prizes on today's show was $124,017. Ani, I tip my hat off to you. Promotional consideration for the Price is Right pricing game recap this week is provided by HTC. Quietly Brilliant. Now, I am going to let you all know now that tomorrow a Ferrari is going to be given away on TPIR during Big Money Week. How did I know? I found out during Let's Make a Deal this morning that they mentioned that on the bottom of the screen. And on CBS.com, they mentioned what pricing game will be played for that Ferrari. I'm not going to say what it is, but I will let you know that I will not be doing the pricing game recap tomorrow, because it is a certain pricing game that a member of the pricing game recap team wants to recap. But who's going to do it? Is it going to be on 264 Shirt, Sports Guy 528, Money 7373, or Martin S5 1989? Have to tune in to find out. And thus leaving for Friday, $500,000 in Plinko. Hey, if winning $100,000 in Taylor today was something, wait until $500,000 is up for grabs in Plinko to end the week. We'll just have to see what happens then. But I unfortunately may not be able to do Friday's recap because I am going to be going out with my friends. So if certain pricing games get played for on 264 Shirt, Sports Guy 528, Martin S5 1989, and Money 7373, I ask for them to fill in for me on Friday. At the moment, if none of their pricing games get played, I would like it if either Meathead 177 returns or J Van Diesel do the recap, depending on who's available. And it all depends again on what pricing games get played for Friday. In the meantime, I'm going to give you the sponsor spoiler for next week. For the Price is Right pricing game recap on my channel for next week, the sponsor will be brought to you by Welch's Chillers Grape Drink. So folks, Wednesday, April 24th, 2013 will be a date that will live on in Price is Right history. Ani from Glendale, California wins $100,000 in pay-to-rent and becomes the first contestant to win that pricing game. Never forget it. Make sure to mark that down on your calendars, folks. April 24th, 2013. All your friends, tell them the great news. Never forget this day. This concludes the Price is Right pricing game recap for tonight. This is Mr. Horgan reminding you to help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered. I'll see you next week, everybody. Good night. It's time to